Jason is now the main killer in a new dimension that had not been seen before in these films. This is going to be a new experience for the people.
Hey guys, Kenny here. Stay cool and relax to the movies. Bye.
Hey guys, it's Kenny here. I'm here to review the 1982 horror film Friday the 13th Part 3, also 3D. This is a fantastic one. I enjoy this. And this is the one where Jason first gets his iconic mask that he is mainly known for. For in pop culture, and this is a great one. It's about these teenagers, and there are no counselors in this, and they start out in this town, and one of them is a big prankster, and his pranks are sometimes cruel and mean, and they can look pretty violent, and that becomes a big plot in this. And then they go to a camp that is not Camp Crystal Lake. It's a completely different camp, and there are no counselors in this. And as they are there, then Jason is killing them off, and then the one near the one who is the one doing the pranks, what happens with him, and then that is when Jason gets his mask that he is mainly known for, and that's what this is about, really. And he is ruthless in this, Jason. And then there's this motorcycle gang who also become an important plot in this, but it's like they become a separate plot in this film in itself. So they're good, they're goofy, but I like them. And this one takes place, a lot of it, in a red barn for some reason. Has a big this red barn has a big part in this story. That's a major storyline in this, and that is where a lot of the kills happen, and Jason does very good with hiding in there, and you never know where he will be. And the music is incredible. Again, from Harry Manfredini. The directing from Frank Mancuso is very, very, very good. And I like this a lot too. Again, it's the same black silhouette, but this time, because of it being 3D, this is a big part in the film with these things kind of poking out, and that is a big part in the film, and it's I like the atmosphere and the tension in this. It is very well done, and the 3D helps in the story a lot too. Sometimes it can be kind of silly, but when it's just people holding things out or whatever. But when Jason is in the scene of about to kill someone, it's good. I like how it is utilized in that way. I think it worked out well in those scenes. And I know that at this time with 3D, it took them a lot of time and lighting to get to film the moments for the 3D. It took a heavy amount of light for it to work, and I like there are moments where I really like it. Like sometimes there's a moment when someone's hand breaks through glass, and there's a hot poker, and something similar to this happens. There's an arrow that gets shot, and it's and there's another very good moment near the end that has a great use of 3D that I really like, and all the acting in this I think is very very good. They I feel there was also some more backstory about the camp and not only Jason, but then some of the people that were staying at that camp. We've learned some backstory about them, and their backstory I think is very well written. I enjoyed how they were acted and written, and this has some really neat 3D classes too. Like it's that one where they are green and red. So this is good. I like this. The front is kind of white, but the sides look like this. And both sides. So I like this a lot. And everything about this is great. I like how Jason uses a lot of new weapons to kill with, to his advantage, and a lot of the time he uses that 3D effect. This is a lenticular slipcover again too, so I like how this a lot. But I also greatly enjoy the film. I think this one is incredibly important in the history of horror, and it's a really good sequel. I enjoy this a lot. It's this was a big box office success at the time too. I remember, and it's one that I think has a great uh, history in it in itself. This film, and the 3D in this worked very well compared to other 3D films during this time, and I thought it was unlike some films. The 3D is throughout the film throughout it, and I think for some scenes it works very very well in shots. It's I so it's I like there's sometimes 3D moments that are kind of funny, but they're very effective even when they're funny. So this is one that I am glad I've gotten, and I highly enjoy watching this. This is one that I think is one of my favorites, and it's, let me see, they're certainly when it comes to a third film, this is certainly one that is one of the better films. That is a third film in a series of films, because we know that usually by the time a third one comes, they is released, that's when the series kind of falls apart. But I think in this, it is still very strong in its story, and the film with is a great entry in the in Friday the 13th history. And it's so well done with how the how it utilizes its low budget and to the advantage. Because even the 3D, they had to do they had very little money and time, but for what the resources they had, they did very well with it, with what they had. I think that it was fantastic. When and they let me see, that's basically all what this is. They calls this a spine tingling horror in a whole new dimension, which is true. I agree with that. And I love, and then I like the how this so much is the the actor who plays Jason is quite a large man, so that makes him very Im- imposing and intimidating. I like all the people who play the 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 actors who play the people that are staying at the camp. It's a completely different camp, and no counselors, and it's so I one that this is certainly one that I enjoy. I like this also with how the, I think the lenticular uh, cover for this works very well, especially for it being this being 3D, and I think that it's certain. There is barely anything I could think of that I did not like. Sometimes the the 3D, as I said, it could be kind of goofy, and a lot of the film takes place in a red barn, which some that can be kind of it long and drawn out, and sometimes, and there's that motorcycle gang that uh, they're good, but they sometimes it they um, are a bit too goofy. I like them a lot, and the person who does the pranks, I liked him a lot too. And there's a main girl in this who is quite a good uh, uh, protagonist, and she fights against Jason very well. She puts up a great fight against him. The 3D of this can be kind of hard on the eyes, so but you can still watch it that way. I like I like it in 3D and 2D, and so this is one that is definitely worthwhile to see. I am doing these reviews with in collaboration with my friend Rob. movie review time. So please watch his channel and watch his videos as he uploads them. Click subscribe up here on my channel or down here if you're watching the video by itself. Yeah, like, comment, and subscribe. So stay cool and roll out to the movies. Bye.